The internet is a strange place. It's home to some of the wildest and most mind-boggling people you can imagine. I want to talk to you about one of the most bizarre corners of the web. One that stands out because of its simplicity, but also leaves you kind of just scratching your head. It's called sitting and smiling. And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. I want to take you on a deep dive into one of the internet's most bizarre art projects. What you're seeing right now is Benjamin Bennet. This is a clip from his series, Sitting and Smiling. He does just that, for hours at a time, often up to 4 hours straight. He sits perfectly still, cross-legged on the floor, smiling directly into the camera. Since 2014, he's done this over 300 times. Who is this guy? And why is he doing this? Benjamin Bennet isn't a well-known e-celebrity or a comedian. He describes himself as an artist and a musician. But he has a particular art project that has captured the imagination and confusion of thousands of people across the web. He doesn't speak in his videos, but he's very committed to the performance. It's this consistency that has turned Bennet into a bit of an internet enigma. People have a lot of theories, but the truth is we still don't fully know what motivates him to sit and smile. For each session, Bennet sets up a camera, sits cross-legged, and smiles. He doesn't talk, he doesn't move around much, doesn't react to anything. And I mean anything, as we'll see a little bit later. The stream lasts 3 to 4 hours, and he sits and he smiles. Like I talked about earlier, he doesn't let anything interrupt him. In one of the most famous moments of his stream, an intruder walked into Bennett's house live during a sit and smile session. And guess what he did? He kept sitting and he kept smiling.
Hello?
It's the same smile for the entire duration of the session. And to me, it doesn't look like a creepy forced smile, it looks oddly genuine, which makes things even weirder. Sitting and smiling might seem kind of pointless, but this lack of obvious meaning kind of adds to the unsettling nature. There's no explanation, he doesn't provide any context. Is he meditating? Is it a statement on patience? Is he testing the boundaries of internet performance art? Sitting and smiling breaks all the rules of typical internet content. There's not any jump cuts, no memes, no music. It's an anti-YouTube video that somehow has a weird hypnotic pull. As you can imagine, people around the internet have a lot of theories. Some people think it's a social experiment, testing how long we can watch somebody do nothing. Others see it as an exercise in mindfulness, showing what happens when you strip away all distractions. Some viewers tune in to see if anything strange will happen. Like the break-in, or the times that he's just started crying. or when he peed himself. You're waiting for something, anything, to break the silence. But in over 300 streams, that moment rarely comes. There are some standout things, but mostly he's just sitting and smiling. He's given some vague explanations, mentioning that he enjoys the simplicity of the project, that it's about commitment. He said that staying silent during the streams allows him to focus purely on being present, and that he doesn't like to overthink it. Maybe there is no deeper meaning, and maybe that's a meaning in itself. No dramatic revelation. It really is just sitting and smiling. For me, it really makes me question how and why we consume content in the age of distraction. We're always on our phone. We're always looking for the next YouTube short, scrolling through TikTok, Reddit, Twitter. When's the last time you just sat and smiled? When's the last time you just spent some time in the moment alone? At the end of the day, sitting and smiling is one of the weirdest internet projects out there. And that's exactly why we should talk about it. Whether you find it unsettling, fascinating, boring, whether you see some artistic value or just think it's somebody doing something weird, it's a reminder that the internet can be a place for strange, bizarre, and truly unique people. In a landscape of commentary, remixes, gameplay footage, there are people out there odd and unique enough to make a project out of just sitting and smiling. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this quick little video, hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'm still working on my Boogie 2988 project. I wanted to have it out this week, but that didn't happen. Hopefully next week. But I thought this was an interesting story that I wanted to talk about, so here we are. All right. I love you. Goodbye.